Once upon a time, in ancient India, there lived a young disciple named Kavi in a small Buddhist monastery. Kavi was diligent and sincere in his practice, but he struggled with a particular aspect of meditation. He could not concentrate his mind and achieve the state of deep inner peace, also known as samadhi. Every day, Kavi would sit in meditation for hours, trying to calm his mind, but distractions and restlessness would overwhelm him. He felt frustrated and disheartened, believing that he was a failure and would never attain enlightenment. One day, filled with disappointment and doubt, Kavi approached his wise teacher Ajahn, seeking guidance. Ajahn listened compassionately to Kavi's struggles and assured him that failure was a natural part of the learning process. He recounted the story of the great Buddha before his enlightenment, who had faced numerous failures and challenges on his path. The Buddha, too, had experienced doubts and difficulties in meditation, but what set him apart was his determination and refusal to give up. Encouraged by the story, Kavi asked Ajahn, "How can I overcome my failures and continue on this journey without losing hope?" Ajahn smiled and said, "My dear Kavi, the key to success lies not in avoiding failure but in embracing it as a stepping stone. Failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, every experience, no matter how challenging, can be a valuable teacher." He handed Kavi a small clay pot filled with water and asked him to hold it at arm's length. "Keep holding the pot without spilling a drop," Ajahn instructed. Kavi held the pot as steadily as he could, but his arms soon grew tired, and a few drops of water spilled out. Ajahn said, "See, failure is like those few drops of water that spilled. It happens, but it doesn't define you. Now, lift the pot again and try once more." Kavi followed the advice and lifted the pot again. He held it for a bit longer this time, but eventually more drops of water fell from the pot. Ajahn gently said, "Don't be disheartened. This is how progress is made. Learn from your mistakes and keep trying." Kavi took a deep breath, steadied his resolve and lifted the pot again. This time he managed to hold it for a bit longer, but eventually some water still spilled. Ajahn praised Kavi for his persistence and said, "You see, progress is evident. Each time you try, you hold the pot a little longer. Similarly, in meditation, every attempt to calm your mind brings you closer to the peace you seek. Failure is part of the process, but if you continue with determination, you will find success." Inspired by his teacher's words and the analogy of the water pot, Kavi returned to his meditation practice with renewed vigor. He no longer saw failure as an obstacle, but as a stepping stone on his journey to enlightenment. In time, with patience, perseverance, and the wisdom imparted by his teacher, Kavi achieved the state of deep inner peace he had sought. From that day on, Kavi understood that true failure only occurs when one gives up. As long as he continued to make an effort and never lost hope, he was on the path to success and enlightenment, and so he continued to meditate diligently, embracing both success and failure as equal parts of his spiritual growth.